I think all the downward pressure on this stock has been completely artificial. All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. We're here to talk about all things investing. And this morning I wanted to get a video out on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. I wanted to give an update because at around 9 o'clock this morning, I think we reached a significant level and we stand a chance of making a move upward here. So I wanted to go through the chart, show you what I'm looking at, and show you how that's affecting the Bitcoin miners, and then maybe go through a couple of the Bitcoin miners charts and take a closer look. So let's just take a quick look at where the Bitcoin miners are at this morning. It's around 11 a.m. on September 9th. So Bitfarms is up 2.87%, HUT is up 4.68%, Marathon's up 6.87%, Riot's up 3.83%, Bit Digital is up 1.89%, Cleanspark is up 5.39%, and Hive Blockchain is up 3.67%. So very green day. I want to show you why I think that is and what I think we need to do to keep the momentum going. So this is the Bitcoin chart. So you're going to see this big green circle right here. That was the flash crash. Now 2 days ago, I guess. So from top to bottom of that green circle was almost exactly $10,000. So that was a big flash crash. If you've been following Bitcoin, you know it does do this. This isn't the first one. It's not the biggest one, but it was big. I happened to be filming a video while that was happening, so I kind of got sidetracked just watching Bitcoin fall as I was speaking. So you can check that video out if you want. Anyway, like it usually does in a flash crash, it finds a point way off the bottom where it settles. So it was first trying to settle somewhere around $47,000 in here. Then it dipped back down to about $45,000. But then you will see I'm going to draw a box. So I just drew a red box between two lines. We had a line of support at $45,542 and another one at $46,743. There's a lot of lines on this chart. I want to focus on those two because that is where basically when the dust settled, that is where Bitcoin got stuck. So that red box right there is over 24 hours long. So it traded in that very tight range between those 2 points, bouncing off of the top and the bottom for over 24 hours. So just around 9 o'clock this morning, it finally broke, and it broke to the upside. So I've zoomed in and drawn a green circle. You're going to see that is the price action from 9 o'clock this morning to 11 o'clock. This last green candle right here, this is a 15-minute chart. So in this 15 minutes, we basically went from the bottom to the top of this trading range, and then we finally broke out to the upside, and we have held above this $46,743 line ever since. So now this is a very short window of time. So I'm just trying to give a heads up. It looks to me like if we can hold above that line, then we may be headed back up. I'm going to draw a new line right now. I have not put a new line on here in quite a while, but I think for the purposes of what's happening right now, I'm going to draw a new line right now. Okay, so you'll see I just added a purple line right here. And that is because at this point, after the flash crash, it looked like, and I'm using this spot in specific, it looked like the first spot that we tried to settle was somewhere around 47,400. It touched that here and here. So we haven't quite gotten back up to that yet. We need to do a few things to trend in the right direction. We need to stay above this line here. We've moved out of this range. We need to stay out of that range. So we can test that line and hope that it holds. The next thing we need to do is move up through this purple line of 47,376. These are very, very short-term targets. So this is not something that I'm looking to have happen over the next weeks and months. I'm talking about today. We could test the $46,700 line and fail an hour from now, in which case then, we may be back inside of the trading range we've been stuck in. So we don't know. I don't know if it's going to break up or down. I am long-term bullish on Bitcoin. I think this flash crash has gotten a lot of the leveraged positions out, and it's my feeling that we're going to start heading back up. I've seen a lot of people switch their position and turn bearish on Bitcoin over the last 48 hours. I am not in that camp. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I want to see it do these few things and maybe start to head back up to where I think we were on the way to before we had our little flash crash. If we can cross this purple line at 47,376, there's a significant line on my chart of $48,067. So again, this is my chart. I drew these lines. None of these lines are perfect. So you guys got to, take it for what it's worth and do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice, but I have been following this chart along for quite some time now. And so I'm just showing you how Bitcoin's reacting in comparison to my chart and what I think needs to happen. I'd like to break through this 47,000 here this morning and find our way back above this $48,000 yellow line sometime in the next 24 hours or less. I don't really see any resistance. If we can get above the $48,000 yellow line and hold that line for some reasonable period of time, over at least a 4-hour candle, then in my opinion, we will be out of the woods and we will have put this flash crash behind us and start heading back up. Again, this is my opinion, not financial advice. I'm looking to get back to this yellow line at $48,000, hold above that, and then I think just based on the way we flash crashed down, I would look to go over the next 1 week or less right back up to my yellow line at $51,415. So you will see that over the weekend, we got to almost $53,000 before things went sideways and then straight down. So Bitcoin was at 53,000 just about 3 or 4 days ago. So, this is short-term stuff that's happening. So I'd like to see this get back on track. I don't know how long it's going to take to consolidate and get back there. I feel like we can move back there reasonably quickly. These are the lines that I'm watching. The faster we can cross and hold above these lines, the faster we can get back to where we left off. And you will see a line up at $59,625. That is my short-term price target. So I'm not even looking at that one yet because we need to break through a lot of other lines of resistance before we can start to head back towards that. So I don't know. I thought we were headed towards that quickly, but now I think it may be a longer journey. But before we even look at that line, we've got to get through a bunch of other lines of what are now resistance. So that's what the chart looks like right now. I just want to take a quick look at 2 other charts because I did 2 videos recently on Bitcoin miners, one on Bitfarms and one on Cleanspark. So I want to just show you those really quickly. As an aside, we're making a push to get towards 3,000 subscribers. So please help and subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Okay, I just want to quickly update the Bitfarms chart. When we looked at it yesterday, I had talked about a few buying opportunities that presented themselves for me on the way down in the flash crash. We had a line at $5.35 that has been a strong short-term line of support. That line did hold. We were headed back up towards $5.95 yesterday. We did not quite get there. But you can see on this morning's action, we have moved above that line. So we're now at $6.08. Bitfarm is up 2.7% on the day right now. So it's going to be important to hold that $5.95 line. So I will just reiterate what I said yesterday, which is basically if Bitcoin can hold and start to trend upwards, then I think I'm still looking at this $7.32 line. We were just at that line on August 13th, so that's less than 1 month ago. I don't really think anything's changed in the picture here, so I think this is artificially low in my opinion. You guys need to do your own due diligence, of course. I am not buying today. This is a green day. I've managed to buy a couple of times recently, so I'll be holding my current position. But I do think that if Bitcoin holds, I'm looking in the short term for this to get back to that $7.32 line. On Cleanspark, we have a blue line at $13.66. that was our line of resistance. Yesterday, we were nowhere near that. So as it just so happens at the moment, CleanSpark is up 6.65% right now. That's what it took to get right back to that line of resistance, which hopefully it will cross through and turn back into a line of support. And on CleanSpark again, I did buy all the way down on the flash crash, so I was able to increase my position. I'm not buying now. I think it's on the way back up, so you guys have to judge what your cost basis is in your portfolio to see if this is still a buy or not for you. But for me, I'm looking at this green line. We were just on August 10th, so just about 1 month ago, we were at $15.70. So in the middle, earnings came out and everybody was very upset at management for taking some bonuses. I think all the downward pressure on this stock has been completely artificial, in my opinion. I think that big money has been pushing this narrative that management's greedy and they don't know what they're doing. But the truth is, if you look at my CleanSpark video, you will see that operationally, this company has been killing it, in my opinion. So I'm very bullish on CleanSpark. Again, this is not financial advice. You guys are going to have to decide if you agree with me or not. Just as we're speaking here, we're now at $13.67, 1 penny above the blue line. So looks like we're going to struggle at that line to see if we can break above it or not. But I'm expecting that we will, and I have a very short-term price target of $15.68 on CleanSpark. That's my price target based on my research, so we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to update. Those are 2 videos I've done, in the last 4 or 5 days. I wanted to give a brief update on what was going on with those 2 stocks based on the highly volatile movement in Bitcoin over the last 48 hours. So to sum up, I think we're on the mend. I think we're heading up, but Bitcoin has fooled me many times. So we're going to have to wait and see. Best of luck trading, and we will see you in the next video.